I
How are
can
you?
always tell you it's got like a dark background, so I know it's probably like 1 o'clock in the morning where you are, right?
Yeah, that's right. Uh, yeah, so I'm wondering, like, let's say you have a seller, the house is vacant and you need some repairs. That's really their motivation. They don't have like they can sell whenever, and
Okay.
they're kind of like shut off. They just want to get to the point. For someone like that, rapport building wise, like,
So,
how,
actually, if you watched yesterday's video, me and Zach kind of went in deep on this one. So there's a certain type of seller that, um, well, there's a certain, I don't know if this is like a US thing, like it's in other cultures too, but I'm sure you have people over there, like some people just want to be strictly business and they don't want you to get to know them. You know why they do that? Because
want to
they
get to
feel
this price.
yeah, they feel you can't take advantage of them and you're not going to be one of those slippery salesmen that slide in. But
Mm,
remember, here's the difference is I don't want anybody to be a cheesy used car salesman. Like we don't trick people into selling their houses, but you do have to befriend them. So the fact that you know that people usually like to do business with people like that are common and they can connect with is just easier. Okay. By them removing their emotions, they're just trying to make it a ticket order system. So you got McDonald's over there, Jonas?
yeah.
I'm not going to comment, but McDonald's is known for quick, cheap food that's fast. There's no emotion like in anybody, and that's why they're switching to automated machines to take your order. And honestly, if you can't break that, you will never get a deal with someone. I'm just here to tell you. So the other way is they start dominating you in the conversation. Like, hey, Jonas, give me your price right away. Give me your price. I don't have time for it. Let's just cut to the chase. Is that the attack they're kind of doing on you?
Um, yeah,
Or the,
sometimes.
or they just can't. So, like, I don't know how you guys feel, but like on the report slide, if I can't crack a laugh, a smile, or find a personal comment, you've got to just throw a Hail Mary. Yeah, so I think you're at a point where they just won't. They don't even want to try to connect with you, right?
Yeah, and like, and I don't wanna. It feels uncomfortable. Like, hey, how's your
Okay.
family? And I'm like a 19-year-old.
No,
Yeah.
so you can do like so today's like Friday. So uh it's so funny. She's gonna kill me if I say this. So my wife has this saying where she's like, um, so we had I believe two closings today and two purchases. And so she helps handle the coordination of everything of dispositions, acquisitions, and all the title companies. And I always hear it in the background, like she has this thing that makes her comfortable in front. She's like, she gets very difficult people, and she'll go like, "Hey, happy Friday! It's Friday. Let's have fun. It's Friday. What are you doing this weekend?" And she'll kind of roll it in there. And I don't know, man. Like women, so I will tell you, Jonas, women have an advantage over there because they're nicer and they're more connecting and less threatening. But um, you got to just there's some commonality that you can use. Like Friday's Friday. I don't care where you are in the world. It's Friday. People like their weekends, and you can that only works on Friday. You hear about the Monday blues. You can pick every day. You got hump. What do they call Wednesday? Like what do they call Wednesday in your country?
Lill lördag, so small Saturday.
Okay, so in the United States they call it Hump Day
Mm.
because it's the middle of the week. Everyone's just kind of like, if I can just get through Wednesday, I'm closer to the weekend. So you can Google all this stuff up. So you got to kind of get to know the culture when you do business in US, which I think you have a firm grasp of it. But like, say the person's like, yes, no, yes, no. Just you've got nothing to lose because honestly, Jonas, if you don't connect with rapport, you have zero shot at getting a deal. Ask me how I know. I just dealt with the driest guy this week, all business, complete financial person. And it's just all they want to do is get down to business. And you just try to get to know them. By the third conversation, we got into like family and sporting activities and stuff like that. And I knew I was making some progress, but it was brutal. And I didn't get too deep in the price till I could penetrate it. So try a Hail Mary. Here's what I do sometimes. You have nothing to lose at this point because they're getting close to probably hanging up on you. Sometimes I'll say this. Now, it works better in person, but it will work virtually. Mr. Seller, have I done something to upset you? Did I piss you off? And honestly, they're just like, So Jonas, have you ever been hit by somebody and like you had something bad happen in your day, like you got some bad news? It weighs on you. And sometimes you got to determine, is that person just having a bad day or is this just their personality? And by trying a jolting statement, you just kind of shock them. That's why me and Zach do the we do the Fitbit commercial guy because it's just shocking. It's like he's got so much going on, like it's confusing, but you got to watch it 3 or 4 times to understand what's going on. You need to employ the same technique with it. If you can't, guys, if you cannot build rapport, you have less than a 5% probability of doing a deal. The house pretty much has to be on fire and you got like a hose putting it out. That's the only way they're going to do a deal with you. So if I can't crack a smile or get a laugh or anything like that, go listen, dude. Did I say something that upsets you? Or it's like, this just a bad time to talk. Sometimes they tell you, I got a lot going on in my life right now. Can you call me back tomorrow or something like that? So the reason I talked and like, you go, oh God, Rick's going to talk about rapport again. Honestly, without rapport, you got nothing. Like there's just no connection. You are an ATM machine without rapport. And so you know that, Jonas. So you're being aware of it, and you're like, what do I do if I can't connect rapport? Throw a Hail Mary, reposition the call. Fine. So I gave you Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. You can use an excuse from those days to make some sort of off comment. Oh, the weekend's here. Oh, it's Saturday. It's wonderful. Oh, I got the Monday blues. Things should get better.
Yeah.
Oh, it's hump day. It's Wednesday, and you just kind of pivot that conversation. The idea is when someone's given a yes, no answer, you gotta find a way to have them form a sentence. If they don't form a sentence, you're going to be in trouble.
Mm,
And what do you got to lose by doing a shocking statement?
not much.
Hey, Miss Smith, what color shoes are you wearing right now? She's going to be like, what are you talking about? Go, listen, just trying to lighten the mood here, man. Like, I'm hoping you got like some pretty blue, not nothing cheesy, just something goes, what is he talking about? And if you kind of do that, like you can wake people up. Um, Tony Robbins uses it a lot and it works really well. When people they get cold, he just kind of like, you got to find a way just to penetrate the armor. And if you can penetrate the armor, you can have a real connecting conversation. Without it, you are an order taker. And wholesaling is the complete opposite of order taking. That's what I'm probably going to get in a lot of trouble here, but that's what a lot of realtors do. Not all realtors, but most realtors are order taking. How much do you want the house listed for? Great. I'll put it on the market, take some pictures, and take phone calls. That's not selling. That's order taking. A good realtor will work with them and go, listen, I know you want that price, but remember our goal is to get the property sold at the end of the day. So you want 775, but I'm here to tell you, if we market at 749, we're going to get a lot more action and I could probably get you close to your net price you need. The other one's going to take you an additional 3 months and you're going to have to come down on the price anyway. So I need you to kind of do that. So just shake it up. And listen, when you're on the phone, you guys are doing it virtual, is they only hear your voice. So the stuff I talked about, tonality, speed, and by the way, kudos to you for mastering the English language, because if I wasn't born with this, I don't know how anybody learns this language. It's so complicated. It's ridiculous. That's a US thing. I wish somebody at a young age taught me multiple languages, because whenever I talk to people in other countries, every one of you speak multiple levels of language, and I think it's really, really amazing. So, and honestly, if you can learn that, you can kind of learn anything. How long you spoke English for?
Like English, it's you watch TV, so like from like 11 years. But tried learning German, and no,
Yeah.
I can't.
So what's the name of your native language there?
Svenska.
Okay, so give
Swedish.
me a sentence and then tell me afterwards what you said to me.
Hej, jag heter Jonas. Hello, my name is Jonas.
See? That's an icebreaker right there. Although probably not good if you're doing it virtually because you don't want them knowing you're like in another country.
Yeah.
But it's I'm just telling you, just mix it up, Jonas. Like you're doing everything right. You just got to like honestly, guys. And why I started with a report, because if you don't have a report, it doesn't work. Like think about that. Like you might as well just go in the store and order something because they don't need you if you do that. So that's the difference with it. So just shock them. Don't say anything crazy. Don't say any like foul language. You're not going to help your cause with it, but just something crazy.
Yeah.
Are you having a good day? Did somebody step on your foot? Because I just feel a little bit of pain here. Is there something I can help you out with? Something you want to talk about? You'd be surprised. What's the worst they're going to do, Jonas? Hang up on you? They actually might do you a favor at that point. And
Yeah.
by the way, I don't want to do with, I hate doing business with like really grouchy people. I've had deals before, like they're really good deals that people were so difficult at the end, I just gave up. I'm like, I ain't doing that. Like, I don't care how much money I'm going to make. I'm not doing that. And ask Zach. I had a lady once before. Um, I had to fill in for someone. They're like, it's a really good deal. I got there. The house smelled so bad. She goes, if you don't stand in this house and sign this contract, you're not getting it. I go, I'm not standing in that house. I threw up. I swear to you, you can ask Zach this. I threw up outside twice. Actually, it was the last real appointment I ever went on. This was like, I want to say it was 3, 4 years ago, and I was filling in for somebody because someone messed up. And I'm like, we'll do anything for our company. And I love going out on them, but it just smelled so bad. I go, I can't. I go, I don't even know how we can sell this house if we can't stand in it. And another guy bought it. He overpaid for it, and they still own it, and they never finished fixing it up. So, what else you got, Jonas? Anything else
You said create a budget.
for
Uh,
marketing? Right?
yeah, that's right.
Okay.
For years on my spare time, I've been fixing up and flipping cars. So I've
Okay. How's that
managed.
going?
I'm quitting it now and trying this, but
Okay.
so I've saved up like 5K. And
Okay.
should I disperse that so I can? Right now, I'm dispersing it so I can stay above. I can stay, marketing for 6 months.
Okay.
Should I extend that to 1 year maybe? And
I got it. Jonas, you just need one. You guys, you'd be surprised. I can't tell you how many times early in my career when I got down to it, I'm like, man, like I'm getting down to the wire. And for some reason, when I got down to the lowest amount of my marketing budget, I would pull a deal out. I'm just like, wow. And it took me 3 years to understand if I would just consistently market, I would plan for it, budget it, and I disciplined myself that I never ran out of deals. So the problem with most wholesalers is they get a deal, they get money, they go out and blow the money, and they got to start all over, and it's just this ridiculous cycle. So um, there's a lot of changes going on in the world economy, especially in the United States. Our stock market's real, and people are trying to find what's going on. It's just a matter of time before people don't feel super wealthy with their house because this was it 10, 12-year run in real estate. I've been around a long time, guys. I'm just telling you, at some point, stuff has to go a little bit sideways. But here's the cool news. It doesn't matter in wholesaling. It doesn't matter if a market's up or down. We do it. What's in it for today. Jonas, just stick it out. You have some of the, so keep in mind, this guy's thousands of miles away from the United States with like a 6-hour time difference, probably 7. And he's up at like 1 o'clock in the morning trying to figure out how to do this. So, I don't want to hear like, and here's a really cool, Jonas doesn't complain. He just comes up with a game plan. If he comes up short of cash, he spins off, I'm going to do this and keep doing my wholesaling. So you have your conviction with it. So just keep going at it. And by the way, Jonas takes advantage of all these calls. And he's a long way away, and I don't charge him a dime. But he knows exactly where I am. It's reliable. He knows I've been doing this 20 years, and I genuinely want him to succeed. And I don't have an agenda like when he succeeds, he's going to give me $10,000. I don't care. Like I don't need 10 grand from like I don't need it. I don't even want it. I want him to go spend that money and grow his business because if I started at Jonas' age, God, I probably would have blown all the money though, to be honest with Jonas. I would have blown it all. So let me get on and help out some other people here.
yeah, thank
And
you.
we'll talk, buddy. Thank you. Awesome, man.